Hello students, today we will be learning about Salman Rushdie and his collection of essay The Imaginary Homeland under Unit 3 of the syllabus. So today under this topic we will be learning about the life and the works of Salman Rushdie and the prescribed essay, that is Imaginary Homeland, its theme and its different aspects. So let's learn about Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie is one of the most popular and yet controversial literary figure that Indian English has ever produced. Salman Rushdie was born in undivided India in 1947 in Bombay, and he did his early education in Bombay, and at the age of 14 he was sent to England for further studies, and later he joined King's College of Cambridge for higher studies. And during his college days he involved himself in the theatre under different clubs of different literary and cultural clubs of Cambridge University. While he was in England, he was pursuing his higher studies. In 1967, a very sad incident happened with him. It was in 1967 that his family decided to migrate to Pakistan and settle there due to the anti-Muslim feelings that were in rise that time. And this decision that young Salman Rushdie never accepted, and that he mentioned several times in his works like Midnight Dreams, and even this essay he mentioned the uneasiness of the decision that his family taken that time. Okay, so after completing higher education, Salman Rushdie migrated to Pakistan, and he started working in television industry of Pakistan, and he started working in a Karachi TV channel. But the growing social pressure and the work atmosphere that not attracted Salman Rushdie, so he decided to settle in Britain, and he got British citizenship. And after getting citizenship, Salman Rushdie started working in the advertising company, and it was during his employment or during his work that he first published his novel. That it was during his work in the advertising company he published his first novel, Grimace, in 1975. But it was his second work or second novel, The Midnight Summers. But it was his second book, Midnight Children, that was published in 1981, that made him famous all over the world. He was counted among the prominent literary figure of that time. And after that, Salman Rushdie never stopped. He has written many collection of essays. He has written many novels like Shame, and there are plenty of works that Salman Rushdie has written. Among them, the Shame and Satanic Verses, and the Satanic Verses are prominent. Students, and now coming to the essay, that is the Imaginary Homeland. So in one word, Imaginary Homeland is all about belonging, it's all about searching for identity, it's all about searching for home. And this loneliness or this belonging nature Salman Rushdie has rightly experienced in his early life when his parents or when his family migrated to Pakistan. And being a diasporic writer, being a diasporic means he has migrated to a new place and settled there. So being a diasporic writer, he has started writing about his life, about his experience, and that sense of belongingness that as a writer or as a person he experienced, he clearly depicted in that essay. So this essay is all about, it's all about searching for identity, searching for a home that he would call. So this is a feeling of insecurity that always remains, in his mind, which is reflected in his works. When his family was in Bombay, but his family has to migrate to Pakistan due to the insecurities, and then he and his family settle there, and there he and his family has not been accepted by the people of that country. They were treated as a refugee, and then he migrated to Britain, and there also he has not been accepted by the people of that country, and that he has mentioned several times in one of his essay, The New Empire Within New Britain. In this essay he has categorically mentioned that the people of Britain has not treated him equal. So all these experiences, he has compiled all these thoughts and has written this essay, the collection of essays, The Imaginary Homeland. And so this essay, Imaginary Homeland, consists of 6 sections or 6 parts. The first one is The Midnight's Children, and the second part is Politics of India and Pakistan, and the third part is Indo-Anglian literature, and the fourth part is movie and television, and fifth part is experience of migrants, Indian migrants to Britain, and the last part is Thatcher flawed election or the question of Palestine. So this essay consists of 6 parts, as I told, and this all the names of the sections suggest that these essays or these collections of essays are about searching for identity, about the confusion, about the disillusioned mind that he has experienced in his life. So the essay Imaginary Homeland is about Salman Rushdie's personal experiences, and it talks about his birth, his life in Bombay, and his life in Pakistan, and later his life in Britain. So this is a kind of autobiography. We can say this is a kind of autobiography. Many elements are found in this essay are to be autobiographical. So this is a kind of autobiographical work that Rushdie has presented, and it's also discuss about some socio-political aspects and also literary topics of India, especially about those writers who writes in English, and many socio-political life that exist in the Indian subcontinent. And as I said, that it describes the experience about his life in Bombay, and once he visited Bombay, and there he found telephone directory in his house, and then he recalls about his father. He found a telephone directory of his father, and there he found the name and address of his father, and then suddenly it reminds him of a song, a very popular song of Raj Kapoor, that is मेरी जूता है जापानी, मेरी पगड़ी है हिंदुस्तानी, मेरी पगड़ी है मेरी जूता है जापानी, ये पगड़ी है हिंदुस्तानी, that kind of song. So that very popular Bollywood song, that is मेरी जूता है जापानी, and the next line is I forgot the line. मेरी जूता है जापानी, the line is the फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. So that song came to his mind, and that sense of belongings, okay, that sense of belonging, that sense of a home that he could call. Okay, so this essay is all about the comparison, or about the life of present and past, a compare between the life of present and the past. Okay, so that's why the essay starts with a photograph. Okay, so start with the photograph, and Salman Rushdie, he recalls that the present, okay, the India, that is Bombay, is his foreign country, and the present day Britain is his own country. But when he carefully looks at the photograph that was taken in his during his childhood in Bombay, at a careful look at the photograph, he realizes that no, the life in Bombay is his home, and the present country that is he is living is his foreign country. So this shows that the whole essay is about searching for a home, searching for identity, searching for belongingness, searching for oneness that as a writer, as a person, he experienced. And the essay ends with the essay, and the essay ends by talking about Indian literature and Indian writing in English. So as I repeatedly said, that this essay is about searching of one home. Okay, and you can better connect with the example that when any of us, when one migrate from his village to a new place, to a new city. Okay, for example, if anyone from Assam migrate to Delhi, and he stayed there forever. Okay, but a sense of belongingness, a sense of home that he always feels in his heart. Okay, especially about his birthplace, about his school life. Okay, so that kind of feeling that Salman Rushdie has felt. Okay, and he has experienced, he has expressed that in his essay. All right, and he has created discourse of belongingness that diasporic writers, English writers especially experience in their life. I hope you have understood the theme and objectives and about the works and the life of Salman Rushdie. Thank you.